Let's talk Sonic Speed. Sonic X? Everybody, how are y'all doing? Dudes, this is big news. Let's talk about Switch speed. I got the homies running behind me, and so we're gonna talk speed. Digital Foundry, they have leaked the Nintendo Switch clock speeds, both CPU and GPU, for the very first time. Breaking news! You're watching it right here for the first time on your boy OBe1plays. Just pretend that you ain't watched the Game Explain video. I don't even know if Game Explain made a video, but they always beat us to the punch. But let's just pretend your boy beat Game Explain today. And so, let's get into the clock speed. It looks like the leaks and the rumors have been true about the Switch running at two different clock speeds when it's in portable mode and when it's docked in home console mode. First, let's look at the portable mode. When you have your Switch on the go, the CPU runs at 1 megahertz and the GPU runs at 307 megahertz. And when docked in home console mode, the Switch runs at 1 megahertz, the CPU, and the GPU jumps to 768 megahertz. That's a big jump between portable and home console mode. This causes me to think the portable mode may have a better battery life than we previously thought, because that's a big jump in GPU performance. Now, the big question, what everybody is asking, OBe1, how does this compare to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? Now, the PlayStation 4 CPU runs at 1.6 megahertz compared to the Switch 1 megahertz. The GPU of the PlayStation 4 runs at 900 megahertz compared to the Switch 768 megahertz. I'm looking over at my computer. How does it compare to the Xbox One? The Xbox One. The Xbox Run. The Xbox One CPU runs at 1.7 megahertz compares to the Switch 1 megahertz. The GPU of the Xbox One runs at 853 megahertz compared to the Switch 768 megahertz. And so in a nutshell, is the Switch less powerful than the PlayStation 4, Xbox One? Yes, let's keep it real. Let's be honest. If Digital Foundry is correct, and they have been correct in the past, and so this is a very reliable source. Doom, destruction. Nintendo is not going to succeed with the Nintendo Switch. Psych. We're starting to get a clearer picture that the Switch is going to be less powerful than both the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, but this comes as no real surprise. I said it before. Reggie said this months ago. They're not going to try to be in a horse race with Microsoft and Sony. Emily Rogers, all of her reporting, all of her rumors have pointed to the fact that the Switch will be less powerful than both the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Am I gonna be picking up a Switch? That's the craziest question you could ever ask. Of course, it comes down to, will the games look good and play good? Nintendo is known for maximizing the performance of whatever the hardware is. Their games usually still run at 60 frames per second, and so as long as the games look good and play good, I'm cool. A big concern is, will the Switch now have third-party support? Oh no, an underpowered console. Dudes, Even though it's less powerful than the competition, developers have all been coming out and saying that they love to program for the Switch and it's easy for developers to make their games on. A big contrast to the Wii U. All the developers were complaining about how it's difficult to put their games on the Wii U. Even though the Switch is less powerful, the architecture is good for developers. And so, as long as the Switch has third-party support, it's not gonna get every single third-party game. You gotta be real. But it's clear from now that the Switch is gonna be getting more support than the Wii U as long as we have my Nintendo hotness and third-party support. What Nintendo is doing is these specs still keep it in the ballpark of the Xbox One, but it's gonna be coming in at a consumer-friendly price point. Nintendo wants to sell millions and billions and zillions Nintendo Switches, and so I can see why they're going with this X1 architecture, because more than likely it's cheaper and it's not that big of a difference between the X1 and X2. Secondly, battery life. Nintendo wants the system to also be efficient to where you can have extended play periods on the go, dock it in at home, have the higher clock speed, and be happy no matter where you play your Switch. And so, dudes, what are your thoughts on these Nintendo Switch leaks from my boys at Digital Foundry? They know what they're talking about. What are your thoughts on the Switch coming in at lower clock speeds than both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. What's wrong with you, dude? Need to eat your Wheaties.